Welcome back, everybody, to the Irish Furian. I am the Irish Furian. I just want to talk about this, and I haven't said this to a lot of people. Will get it anyway, but for people who think that the idea of a one world order, like that there's a governing body and group of people that run the world solely, they still believe in individual politics, that there's democracy and all this. They believe in all that because of the media, because of rhetoric, because of school indoctrination, all of that. Now, some people won't want to go any further after I've said all that, and that's fine. Some people have to continue to believe a lie in order to have their day go by, and that's fine. I have nothing wrong with that. I feel nothing wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that you have to live according to your own conscience and understanding. But now you can switch off there at this point if you don't want to go any further. I'm going to relay information happening that is quite obvious to a lot of people once they see it. And it has to do with the time of the the crazy demic, the little pointy things with fluid in it. And that's something else I've never talked about, so I must talk about that again. They've lifted the ban on that now on YouTube and other places about being able to talk about that. So I will talk about that too. But do you remember that when the lockdowns were lifted, there was a lockdown placed, and people weren't supposed to go outside, they weren't supposed to travel, they weren't supposed to all that, and all the shops closed for a while as well. Some shops stayed open, but if you recall, here in Ireland, all of the globalist stores that we didn't have foreign workers in them, we had Irish workers, people, local Irish people, and as soon as the lockdown ended and those shops opened again, shops like Daybreak, Centra, what else? Daybreak, Centra, some Maces, all that kind of thing. All of them were staffed by Pakistanis, and the door staff were Africans. And this was across the board with all these globalist chains, these globalists. So it was like they were just drop shipped into place. The minute, the lockdowns were lifted, all of a sudden, all the new staff were Pakistanis, people we'd never seen before, and all the people on the doors were Africans, and the security staff. And now you see with some centres, you see we say now I know there were Pakistanis in some of the centres there before that a while back, but this was just the numbers just went way up once the lockdowns were lifted. And like whenever you see a pattern, a pattern tells you is that there is an intelligence behind the pattern. Patterns don't occur, we say, well, patterns do occur naturally, but a pattern like that, like across, we say that's like, it's like a Centra and Daybreak, they're not organic, we say, beings, they're not organic entities, they're man-made structures, they're man-staffed structures at least. And so when you see such a all-encompassing pattern occurring across the board, you know that there's an intelligence behind that. And that is how you know there's a one world order.